Please be seated.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
This is a case of Lockridge v. Tidwell.
Thank you, Ron. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Ms. Lockridge, you've dragged the defendant, Mr. Tidwell, to court because he has refused to acknowledge your 10-month-old son, King. You are 100% sure he's the father and claim today's results will prove your case. Mr. Tidwell, you say you were never in a serious relationship with Ms. Lockridge and you were stunned when she told you she was pregnant. The timing leads you to suspect that baby King's father must be another man. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lockridge, tell me about Mr. Tidwell's relationship with your son.
Your Honor, Mr. Tidwell does not have a relationship with my son. The only time he's actually seen my son is when I've made it a convenience for him and brought him to him. That means traveling 4 hours on bus, driving 2 hours on the car to drive to him. He hasn't helped with diapers. He barely helped with any clothes, and it hurts. It's frustrating. He named my son King, and how am I supposed to raise a king, and he's not there?
You named him King, Mr. Tidwell?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you don't have a relationship with him?
Nope, because, Your Honor, I think she's more wants me to be the dad than she really believes I'm the dad. She's obsessed with me, and she's done a lot of different things to make me feel like I'm not the father. She's left town. She's left me with the baby for weeks.
It was not a week.
She hasn't communicated with me. She has other men around.
But you named the child.
She gave me the right to do that. She talked to me. I wasn't there at the birth. She only called me when she had the baby.
So take me back to this relationship. I want to understand all
There
this.
was no relationship, Your Honor.
Just, what, casual sex?
Yes.
We were on and off for 6 years. We were together for my understanding, how he led me to believe I was single, or I was with him in a committed relationship for at least a year. And then I was my side, my personal opinion. We were together for a year.
That's you?
We've been messing around. Okay, well, anyways, we've been messing around for 6 years. I did leave for a 2-year period because I had to get my life back on track.
You had another kid.
Anyways, who could be yours?
That's not
next.
mine.
Anyways, we were sleeping. It was casual sex after the first year. That first year, I was dedicated. Die-hard man fan. Remember that?
No.
Yeah, die-hard man fan. I was smooth his, nobody else's, until I realized he was nothing for me. He was not my future. And I kept thinking, yeah, I do love him. I see potential in him. I see what he could be, but the fact that he doesn't want to step up to be the good man that he could be, that's your loss. But now I got his son. He needs his father.
And I hope he finds it.
Mr. Tidwell, you said she's done some things that make you feel like you weren't the only person she was sleeping with at the time
I wasn't,
King
Your
was
Honor.
conceived. Tell the court.
She has another guy that she was sleeping with.
During the time that you were having sex with Ms. Lockridge, were you aware of anyone else she was involved with sexually?
Not personally, but we weren't.
There was nobody else.
We weren't
Snoop,
in a-
I'm not gonna drive. I'm not gonna ride the bus 4 hours.
We were not
take
in a
3
serious
buses to
relationship
come
or
sleep
no
with you
type
if I
of
got that in my
relationship
backyard,
like that.
though.
It was just
really
sex, and
have
that
you
was
seen
it.
me though?
And so how did you find out she was pregnant?
She came over to my house. We hung out. The next day, I see a piece of paper on my bed. I grab it. I looked at it. It was a note with an ultrasound in it.
What did the note say?
I'm not sure the exact words of the note, but it said that she didn't know how to tell me this, and she's sorry she had to tell me like that. So I called her. She didn't answer the phone. She ended up leaving me a text message saying that she was sorry and that she didn't know how to tell me that she was pregnant.
All right, so that's 1 week after you had sex with her, she left you a note.
Yes.
That's a lie.
So now, and you had the ultrasound picture.
She did, yeah.
So on the ultrasound picture, did it tell you how many months the ultrasound was?
No, ma'am.
So, Ms. Lockridge, you leave the ultrasound picture in the note. You agree to
Oh,
that?
I totally did because he invited his brother over. His brother was there. That's the sole purpose why I did not tell him I was pregnant. No, I couldn't tell him when your brother was there. No, I'm not gonna fix it because I know how you react. This is how you react. I'm not fixing to have this reaction in front of your brother when I found out I'm finally pregnant. I finally get something from you. The only
See what I'm
thing
saying?
from you.
She's obsessed with me.
No, I'm
She wants
not.
something from
Bro,
me.
I got plenty of them.
So she wants me to be her baby's dad more than she's sure.
Why that reaction, Ms. Lockridge? You believe he's just not telling the truth?
Because I know for a fact that he's his father. He was the only one I was
said, Your Honor, I finally
when
got something from him.
I was happy that I was pregnant, so I'm not going to ruin the happiness by telling you in front of your brother that I'm pregnant with you when I don't know how you were going to react, because every time I bring anything to you, you react all negative and I get sideways. When we conceived my child, I told him I just had my period a week ago.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
He said, shut up, and we kept going at it for
Oh,
That's a lie,
wow.
Your Honor.
Why would
That's
you
a lie,
say
Your Honor.
something like that?
Okay, so in light of that romantic conversation,
I know, right?
Yeah. Wow.
you thought that he wanted or didn't mind if he got you pregnant.
I mean, he just got another girl pregnant 4 months prior, and I asked him, what you gonna do about it? He said, if it's mine, then I'm gonna take care of it. So next time I come over, heck yeah, I'm excited.
So you hear he got another girl pregnant,
Yep.
and then it made you excited to be pregnant?
No, when I found out I was pregnant, I was excited because I was gonna have his baby.
Because you loved him.
I love him. I have a lot of love for him, but am I in love with him? No, because
She's
he doesn't
obsessed
treat
with
me the
me,
way.
Anna.
I am not obsessed with you. If I was obsessed with you, there wouldn't be nobody else.
Oh.
Okay, got that. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So let's go forward to the pregnancy. During that time, is he participating at all?
Not at all. Not at all. He didn't care about. I texted him when I was every doctor's appointment, all my weight gains, the weight changes. I even sent him voice recordings of the heartbeat, all that, like the works. When I had my son, I was in labor for 36 hours completely by myself, to the point where the nurse that was with me, she had to call the doctor and ask the doctor if she could stay with me because I was by myself.
Your Honor, I didn't know about the pregnancy or know about her having the baby until she was at the hospital having
That's
the
a
baby.
lie. I texted him. I'm on my way to the hospital. I'm fixing to have this baby tonight.
I had a job. And I worked every day. I can't just take off a day from the day before
taking
she's
off my
telling me
job
something.
today.
And then again, I'm not for sure who she guys up there trying to be the dad.
I need a father for my child, not a dad. You're the dad. You're the sperm donor. I need my son to have a father.
All right, I'd like to hear from your mother, Mr. Tidwell. Miss Harrington, will you please stand?
Thank
Step
you.
up to the podium. You are Mr. Tidwell's mother.
Yes.
What do you believe, ma'am? Do you believe this is your grandson?
She is very obsessed with my son.
I am not obsessed. I was in love with him.
All she talks about is how much she wants to be with him and how she's got a prayer closet at home for him. One day he's going to be her husband. Well, you know, this is just obsession, really.
But he has admitted, Mom, to being intimate with Miss Lockridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why is it so far-fetched that he could be King's biological father?
Because there was such a long span of time in between. I don't know anything about this young lady, really, other than being King's
That's because your
mother.
son kept me a secret, because I'm actually somebody he could be with, but he's afraid of commitment.
Miss Lockridge, this is difficult because it's obvious you do really want to be with Mr. Tidwell.
No,
you did
not
at
no
some
more.
time.
Did.
Some time ago. And he seems to have made it clear that he does not want to be in a relationship
if
with
he
you.
made it clear, so clear, then stop calling me back, stop texting me, stop inviting me over, stop letting me come over.
Mr. Tidwell, I mean, you know this woman is making this effort. You know she's coming all this way. You know you're sleeping with her without protection. I mean, if you say she's obsessed with you, you feeding the obsession.
I'm not leading her on, Your Honor, to think there's no relationship at all.
Mr. Tidwell, if you believe someone is obsessed with you, or you believe somebody, or you know someone wants to be with you so desperately, and you
not
still let them come see with you, no, it was desperate. But this is my point. You're not the first woman nor the last that was desperately in love with someone. There's nothing wrong. We've all loved.
Right.
And sometimes the person loves us back, and sometimes they don't.
Your Honor, I don't understand how a mother could actually leave her child with people that she doesn't really even know very well for 2 weeks.
It wasn't
and
2
get on
weeks.
the
It was
plane
Thursday
and
to
go
Tuesday to Nevada.
Nevada, saying she had
No
a modeling
explanation.
job. Just all of a sudden, just jumps up and leaves this baby with us. We took care of the baby at that time.
And she said she was in Nevada. I call her. I'm like, when are you coming back? Like, I have stuff to do too. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, boom, she was there to pick him up with
So
some
wait,
guy.
she
Because
dropped-
you threatened to you threatened to
some-
take my son. I was
Why
in
are you
Nevada
leaving with me
doing
for
a
2
photo
weeks
shoot
and I don't hear from
and hanging out with my cousin.
don't hear
because she
from her
was
for
fixing
2
to have her
weeks.
baby. I was helping her get her house
Nevada?
nested. Yes,
Getting
in Nevada,
paid
and I
at
was
a
doing a
modeling
photo
job?
shoot. I can give you the proof
Getting
of the
paid
photo.
at a Molly job? You said you
Sure
were getting paid
do.
to model.
Sure do.
Okay, so the bottom line is you call them and say, can you keep King?
I said, do you want to spend time with your son? Because I'm fixing to go take a modeling shoot in Nevada.
No,
and hang out with
no,
my
no.
cousin.
That
She
was
just
not
dropped
it.
the
Yeah.
baby
She
off.
came to
No, I
visit
didn't.
and brought him to visit. While she was visiting, she decided to leave.
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Your Honor-
called. There wasn't.
You're in the visit?
Yes.
just up and
yes,
left.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
We didn't see her
That's
for
a
2
bold-faced
weeks.
lie. I don't care what you say, bro. On my mama, bro. I told them I was
wow.
going to
I
Nevada
did-
for a
that's-
photo
Wow.
shoot. I asked him specifically, do you want to watch your son?
That's a
Do you
lie,
want to
Your
spend some
Honor.
time with your son?
No.
If not, I could take him.
I believe in Ms. Lockridge's mind, she was leaving her child with his father.
But she left for 2 weeks.
No.
When I call her
Thursday
to
to
ask her
Tuesday.
when she's coming back, she said she'll be back when she get back. All of a sudden, I said, well, then I'm just going to keep him to figure out if he's mine. And
No.
she
It's called
came
airplane.
within an hour. She was there with
No,
a
I
man
explained.
and picked the boy up. Came in, snatched him up, left, and I didn't hear from her for a week.
Within an hour, she was there with a man.
Yes.
Yes.
A guy in the car. And I'm like, where you going? Who you with? Oh, don't worry about it. Ooh. And she just snatched him up, left most of his stuff, bottles, and
Yeah.
just left.
That's
Yeah.
a bold-faced lie, and I don't care what
So
you say.
wait,
Keep talking smack.
so when she appeared with a man, you thought maybe that man was the father?
I
He's
didn't
my
see the man. I
mentor,
seen him in the
first off.
car. I don't know who he is.
Right.
There's too much lies. That's way too many lies for me to
Did
handle
you
right now.
appear in an hour with
No,
a man
that's a
that picked
bold-faced
King
lie.
up?
Yep.
No.
A white car.
No, it was actually a gray car.
Okay.
First off, and it wasn't no hour. It was like 6 hours later. I took the
Oh,
first
no, it wasn't.
flight
No, it
out
was
of
not.
Nevada.
No, it wasn't.
I called the photo shoot people and told them, look, my baby daddy is trying to steal my son. I can't do the rest
That's
of
a
the photo
lie,
shoot.
yeah.
And
Can
then
we
you
do it
said
in a
you were
couple
gonna
months?
produce
They
the
said,
pictures
yeah.
to prove that she was even at a photo shoot.
Back to what
Never
I was
saw
saying.
those.
I came back, got my immediate flight. I even
And I
had
wish
a
you would
round
stop
trip
trying to
ticket.
shut me
I
up.
had to pay extra to get that immediate
is so
flight back because he was
disrespectful.
threatening to keep my son.
Brother,
Your Honor,
your
I would
younger
like to
brother?
submit a picture. So here's the first picture. That is my son, King. And here is the second picture. That is Mr. Tidwell.
Thank you, Ron.
The thing that catches me up is he looks like his side of the family.
He looks like an Ethiopian baby.
Really?
Yes, he does to me. He's from day one when
Look
I
at
first
that
saw
nose, though.
him.
Look at that
this
hairline.
is King.
That's King.
And the next photo is Mr. Tidwell as a baby.
Look at the earmarks, the ear tags. There's nobody else.
Miss Harrington,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you see a resemblance?
No.
Okay, is that why when you first met him, you told me that if your
I
son
didn't tell you
denies my
that.
son, that
I
you'd
didn't
slap
tell
him?
you that. I didn't tell you that.
Or were you just drinking too much?
I didn't tell you that, baby.
All right,
Baby
guys,
car.
let's get back to
Okay.
the subject at hand. You don't see a resemblance, obviously, Mr. Tidwell, nor you, Miss Harrington, and Miss Lockridge, you do. It's a beautiful little baby.
Yes.
This little boy deserves to know who his father is.
You're
That
He
he
right.
does.
does.
He
I
does.
deserve to know too.
And yes, and if you are his father, you do deserve to know.
He also deserved, can I submit one more thing?
Absolutely.
The birth certificate. There's no dad's name on it. That's all I want today. And if my son's name is King Tidwell, he needs the man that named him King Tidwell to be in his life.
You didn't just pick the name King, you gave him his last name too.
But yet he's gonna deny my son?
I
From
can
your
see that
actions.
hurt.
Denying is not the problem, Your Honor. It's
From
the
your
actions
actions.
of the way she's been acting,
Yes.
the things she do, and the men, the other
So wait a
men.
minute, what I want to understand quickly, you name the child
I gave her the name that I wanted my son to have.
because at that moment
And
you
she
thought,
put it on there. Exactly. Yes, Your Honor.
at that moment you thought the baby
Yeah.
was yours. Then later on you started to believe he was not
Yes.
because of what you heard
No, what I've seen. Her
and what
actions.
you've seen. Okay, the only way we're gonna get down to the bottom of this is to get the result.
Smooth.
Yes.
Ron,
Ma'am.
these results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Lockridge versus Tidwell, when it comes to 10-month-old King Tidwell, it has been determined by this court. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Mr. Tidwell, you are not his father.
Are you kidding me?
Messed up, man.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
From the bottom of my broken heart, Wallace Tidwell, I'm sorry. And to your whole family, I apologize. I have no idea who his dad is at this point.
We knew that. We
I'm
know
sorry,
that.
but I didn't
It's
sleep.
okay. Calm easy. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Ron, get her.
Oh, boy. I knew it. I knew it.
Fireman. Okay.
Gianna, calm down, babe. It's okay. We're all here. We're all here.
Juliana, I'm here with you. I'm not gonna leave you. Okay?
Let it out.
Calm down.
It's okay. Okay. All right. Let it out. Let it out.
Just sit down, honey. It's okay. It's okay.
Talk bad about it.
We handle very serious issues in this courtroom. And I think what we all witnessed today is she truly believed that, Mr. Tidwell, you were her child's father. The truth, sometimes it breaks us down. And we need a minute to process it. And she needs a minute.
Yes.
She's with Dr. Jeff Gardier, and he is going to take good care of her.
I'm not going to shun her out. We love this baby.
I really appreciate it, Mom. Are you okay, sir? Are you all right?
Not really.
What are you feeling in this moment? We have resources and counseling for you. We want you to take advantage of it, and we want to help you get through it. But I'm happy that you know the truth. I am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned.